Amelia and I set many flying records and helped to start the airline business in the United States. I'm a writer, speaker, and a fashion designer, but most of all, the first person to fly around the world. I was born on July 24, 1897 in Kansas. I saw my first airplane in the 8th grade at Iowa State Fair. I attended college in 1916 at the Orgont School in Pennsylvania, but I dropped out to work at a hospital until World War I was over. At the age of 23, I watched my first air show and took my first plane ride, and I knew I would become a pilot after that. After a year of lessons, I became a pilot. I flew in many air shows and set first records for the highest altitude, 14,000 feet. I was chosen to be the first woman to cross the Atlantic in plane, not as a pilot, but only as a passenger. On June 18, 1928, I safely landed in England. I soon entered the women's air race from Santa Monica, California to Cleveland, Ohio, and I came in 3rd place. In 1929, the Great Depression started, and I helped to start the airline business on the East Coast. There are many problems with it and only 3 airplanes. On February 7, 1931, I agreed to marry George Hunt, only because he wanted me to continue my career. On May 20th, 1932, I set out to be the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. At the age of 34, I was as famous as a movie star. I still wanted to break records, so I became the first person to fly solo from Honolulu to California. I challenged myself to fly around the world at a 29,000-mile trip. I hired 2 navigators to fly along. The first leg was successful, Oakland to Honolulu, which was a 16-hour flight. Leaving Honolulu, the landing gear broke and one wing was broken too. My plane got shipped to the mainland and stayed there for 2 months. On May 21st, I left Oakland for Miami. I flew from Miami to Puerto Rico, to Venezuela to Brazil, and across Africa. After 20,000 miles, I reached New Guinea, where I'd fly to Howland Island and then to Honolulu and back to Oakland. On June 2nd, I took off from New Guinea to head for Howland Island, where I'd refuel. The island was so small we couldn't find it, and I eventually ran out of fuel. The Coast Guard sent 4,000 men and 65 airplanes to help find my plane, but it was never found. Some people think I'm a prisoner of war or I live my life on a remote island in the Pacific. Others say I'm lost in the Bermuda Triangle. I was always known for flying planes and setting records, but also opening doors for women and girls, showing that you can do anything you decide.